Again, Byld is the parent company of several companies you're going to hear about tonight. And when you look at this multi-sided platform, it's done some amazing things, and it's put together a combination of, as I say, people who have amazing minds when it comes to money and economics. Okay, and so Byld, BYLD, the network, build your mindset, build your business, and build your net worth. And that net worth is very, very important. Okay. So who are we? We're a direct sales company and a community of like-minded entrepreneurs. And we participate in several industries, guys, and more to come. But the ones that we're involved in now, as you can see, and I want to make sure I get this out of the way here, is the solar industry. Okay. And that's the one of the biggest and fastest growing industries right now in the world well, let's just say in the United States of America. Okay. Also, you have the home business and security industry. You have the travel and discount shopping, and then you have financial education. Okay. And so going forward, why build a business to begin with? Well, at some point in time, guys, you got to understand that regardless of what you do for a living, somebody's gonna want to replace you because you either make too much and they can now get two or three people to do the same job, or multiple jobs for the same price, or two, you might not want to do it anymore. Okay. And that's something you might want to just take the rest of your life off. And that's important too. But I'm looking at a situation where it's just smart to actually do business. It's smart to have your life in your own hands, guys. And a lot of us, who have been entrepreneurs for years, we started off working with people and building companies for other people. And a lot of times it didn't work out well because those individuals had their families, in their minds. So everything they built for their kids and their grandkids. And now it's time for you to build something for you, right? And so with the current situation, when it comes to the United States of America economically, there are a lot of things going on. Okay? Debt crisis, layoffs, inflation, bankruptcies, recessions, job displacement, and the hits keep coming, right? Debt crisis, no savings, no retirement. And you look at these stats, these are just ridiculous. 1 trillion plus in credit card debt. When you talk about Americans, 1.7 trillion in student loan debt. And that's and the student loan debt is the one that gets me because people are going to college to get a job that they're not going to be able to even get a job in the industry, in that industry, right? So you got people going into debt for nothing. Okay. And so look at all these other things here that you see. 57% of Americans had less than $1,000 in their savings. As a matter of fact, by the time the average American dies, that person will have about $300 in their bank account. And again, you can go and Google as much doom and gloom as you want when it comes to the economy. It's only getting worse for most people, right? And when you look at what these big corporations are doing, the companies that you are literally putting your life in their hands and trusting them in your hands, I want to share some with you. You can read that while I talk, okay? But this is what I want to share with you is this. They did a study about 8 years ago, and that study was in December. And I think it was like 2017. 2016, 2017, and they polled 1,000 employees of major corporations, and they asked those people, "Hey, how positive and how sure are you that you're going to have a job next year?" And 80+% of those people said, "I am positive. I am sure that my company's going to be around and that company's going to be here to take care of me." And then when they turned around, they polled the owners of major corporations and a lot of companies that are out there. They asked the company owners the same exact question. Okay. How positive are you that your company is going to be here for the long run? And less than 17% of those corporate owners said that by the long run, their companies wouldn't be around. So you have employees who are more confident than companies are going to be around than the actual owners, which is ridiculous. Yeah. And so that's important. Now, you see people who have seen things change. They see things happen, and they know there are more people than jobs. And so what they did was, hey,
Wow.
look,
I see you
when
made it
you
to the
become the
end.
founder of the
Click the
feast, when you
subscribe
create
button if you
opportunities for
want
other
more valuable
people, what
content
happens is
to increase your
this.
economic
You
IQ,
become the
level
wealthiest
up in
people
life, and
walking the
get
face of the
notified
planet.
every
Okay?
time
When
we
you
go
look at
live in
what
the Business
Uber
Mall
did,
and
Uber
the
said, we'll
Foresight
take your
Business
car
Academy.
and
Hey,
we
thank you
will
for
pay
watching.
you a small percentage of everything you earn to pick up our clients and take them wherever they need to go. Okay, but you're going to use your car, and we're going to take the lion's share. Okay, but they've created an opportunity for you when it comes to extra money because most people out there don't want a part-time job, which is about 25 to 30 hours a week on top of your 40-hour work week. Right. Then you look at Airbnb. They did the same thing. They said, we'll take your apartment, we'll take your condo, your home, we'll even take your boat, right? And we'll pay you a small percentage of everything that you earn while you allow people to live there who are our clients, right? And so you see all of these companies, what we call this gig economy, these companies are creating opportunities for people to make money. Okay. And that's what it is. The person who creates the opportunity is the person who garners the wealth. Okay. That person becomes the magnet to money. Okay. And so think about what you're looking at today and think about who we are and who we will become to millions of people, not just in the United States of America, but this is a company that we plan on going global with, or at least international with. And we will have people all around the world treating us better than they treat Uber and Airbnb because unlike those companies, guys, when we give opportunities, we actually keep the pauper's share of the money. We only keep 15% as a company. 85% goes out to the field, right? I did a post on Facebook the other day and I said, come and take a look at a billion-dollar corporation before it becomes a billion-dollar corporation. And somebody said, I don't care about your company making $1 billion because the company's going to keep the money. That's the company you work for, buddy. That's not our company. Okay. And so that's why you should be very, very aware that 85% of $1 billion, guys, that's what, 850 million that will be split by people like you and me. Okay. And so don't just come and eat. You can help other people eat with us. Okay. What to look for in a business opportunity. Industries with a big target market and low market penetration. That's us. Essential goods and services, gas, electricity, water, right? That's us. Industries that will thrive in good and bad economies. Guys, that's us. Think about it. I don't care what you do. When COVID was hit, you was in the house. Guess what? Your electric bill went up, right? And guess what? People also got security alarms too because there were a lot of break-ins, when it comes to, people who were doing bad. And I don't care what the economy, how bad the economy is under your roof. If you lose your job and can't pay your rent or your mortgage, the last thing you will pay and continue to pay will be your light bill. And you'll stop paying that only when they kick you out, right? So our services, ADT guys, again, country, renowned security company, also have Brinks coming on board. Then you have Encore, which is our solar provider, and Freedom Forever, guys. That's our installer. And then Watt Hub is going to be there in a minute because we just went commercial. Okay, think about that for a second. And then you look at the other side. You have Byld savings and rewards for shopping, restaurants. I used it for my travel. Okay, and this is one of the things I love. Went to Vegas last week, stayed at the Venetian Hotel, and I got $28 off per night off of my bill. And the crazy part about it is the upgrade for my room was $50. That means that I only paid $22 a night for the upgrade to have the view that I had. Okay, Smart Money Club. My partner's going to talk about that in depth, and I'm gonna just tell you guys, just hang around for that. But let's talk solar. And the thing about solar is that most people are ignorant to solar, just like I was. I can just tell you, 6 months ago I was none the wiser. 3 months ago I was none the wiser. I was in the same seat that you're sitting in. I was ignorant to what solar was. I just saw them on people's houses, and I would tell my wife, I know people who have those are saving money. I just don't know how much. And one day we'll have those solars on our house. And I just didn't know that I would be putting myself in a position where I would be providing them for folks. But for the people who were like me, who didn't know what solar is this, guys. It's when the sun comes down on those panels and it takes, the unusable energy and creates usable energy for your house, right? And now it goes from AC to DC. Now you actually have energy that you create like you're a power plant, energy that you create without actually having electric companies create it for you. Okay. And that's a powerful thing. Now, when you look at why get involved in the solar industry, guys, 130 million homes in the US, 90 million are eligible for solar. So that's a really big pool. Okay. You have a lot of people out there, guys, who are in network marketing as an industry, and in those network marketing companies, they're in the health and wellness arena, which every company out there is in the health and wellness arena. They're in the travel arena. Guess what? We give travel away because we don't want to compete with all the with the masses, right? Everybody is in some type of industry where it's already saturated, and they're fighting, for, they're fighting to pull each person from one company to another. As we have nobody to fight with in this industry. Right? Approximately 3.5 million people have gone solar, which means there are 86 million people homes who don't have it. That's huge. Okay? And so that's a market, right? That's why you see, what we call our gold rush, or what they call in cryptocurrency, the bull run, all these topics and terms, what it all boils down to is a wealth transfer, a financial tsunami, and that's being created by a lot of people who are opening up the solar. Think about it. Go back and look at the internet when it first came out, and you look at Silicon Valley, and you had all these companies that popped up, opening up their internet companies, and then you had a lot of bad companies that all went away at some point, and then you have again the rest, the good companies, the great companies. That's what weathered the storm. Well, it's the same thing with every industry, guys, and you just happen to be here looking at solar from a great company. And I can just tell you right now, if this is the first solar company that you have looked at, I really want to warn you. It's kind of like being born with a silver spoon in your mouth. You don't know what a bad company looks like, but you'll at least have something to compare it to. Because now going forward, you'll ask them, if do you have this, and do you have that, and every company's going to say no. Okay, and then you'll come back to us. So why solar for consumers? Save up to 50% on your energy costs, 0% down with various financing options, blackout protection using specific batteries, especially here in Texas. Guys, we get blackouts all the time. Okay. And we don't even have to have a hurricane. You can just be in the house and everything shuts down. And I hate that. When you have backup batteries, it's kind of like having a backup generator, right? It might click off, but it clicks right back on. Okay, think about now, you don't have to have that noisy HVAC, all that, then the gas guzzling and fume emitting, your generator outside your house, keeping you and the neighbors up, right? Now we have silent batteries, clean energy. Tax credits, guys, 30%, you get kickbacks on that. Immediate increase, of 4 to 4.5% per willow, a Zillow on your home, right? And like I said, I mean, again, clean energy. So look at that little fine print though, guys. In 2022, someone went solar every 44 seconds. That's huge. And that number is increasing now. So when you look at the thing that I appreciate about this company, we're not a network marketing company. We are a high ticket sales company. And my partner is going to show you how you can actually create a huge sales force and a lucrative sales force. But people are coming to us, guys, because they can make a flat out fortune in solar, and they can make a great living, $2,000 to $3,000 a week, $3,000 to $4,000 a week just by selling security. And so again, we have direct sales components, okay, with a compensation plan that beats everything that's out there. But part-time or full-time career, guys, part-time or full-time career. My partner is going to show you how, if you become a closer with the company and you do your own deals, both sides of the transaction, on average, $7,000 per transaction, right? That's 84 grand a year without all other stuff. That's basically a six-figure income on a part-time basis, just one transaction a month. Okay, think about this. You have people who have full-time jobs that don't make $7,000 a month, $84,000 a year. But now think about adding $7,000 a month to your $6,000 a month. Now you're a multi-six-figure person. It's huge. But virtual sales, 90%, guys. We have a small demographic of people who door knock, and that's because they're passionate about it. Okay, they love it, they're effective in it. Simply refer solar customers and earn up to 50% of the commission. Become a Byld mentor, close sales for other consultants and earn 50% of their commissions. Guys, you talk about a super lead system. You're talking about not having to go and find money. Guys, we have people in this company that are closing 20, 25, and 30 deals a month. We have people who already have done books of business in a 30-day span of just closing, not finding deals, closing deals that are brought to them, right? And it's a six-figure situation for people. Okay, but become a Byld mentor, which is what I'm talking about. And again, that's one of the fast tracks to the best leads out there that money can't buy. Don't want to sell solar, build a team and earn commissions from sales. And that's a whole entirely different thing. When you see one of the things that differentiate us from others, we actually have people who will go and build a sales force, right? And that sales force will allow them to make a nice 6 or 7 figure income without them even selling solar themselves because they get to override every sale their team makes. Okay. When you look at our installer partner, I can't say enough about Freedom Forever. Okay. NAB, CEP certified. And again, Inc. 5000. These probably don't mean a whole lot to you, but let me share with you why it means a lot to me as a business owner and as a business person, entrepreneur. When I do things, I like to do things with the best in the industry, and Freedom Forever, when it comes to residential solar, is the best. And not just because they have the standard 25-year guarantee on the actual panels and the equipment. They actually have a 25-year guarantee and warranty on the service itself, the work that they provide. That's huge. Now, when you look at the bottom line, guys, and you look at what they also bring to the table, I sleep good at night knowing that our customers get the best pricing on their equipment and on their installations because Freedom says, you know what, we buy more solar panels than anybody out there in the industry, which means that we get the biggest price breaks on those solar panels. We get the best bottom line. So when people who want to consider themselves our consumers, our competition because they've been around for a little while, um, when they want to know what our bottom line is because their red line is pretty good. When they see our bottom line, guys, you'll have people who will leave those companies who are making 25, 30, $50,000 a month, even $100,000 a month, because they want to make 50,000, 100,000, 250,000, and guess what? $1 million a month. And so when you have a company that provides a service where your customer, your end user is extremely satisfied with their price point, the middleman, the salesperson, right, has a really nice size commission without gouging the customer, without going overboard. And then you have the company itself that's happy with their 15%, which again is going to be billions of dollars at some point in time, right? It's a win-win-win situation. Okay? You're talking about a legacy company. Okay, so talked about 25-year production guarantee. That again is that's awesome. And then you look at the states that we provide service in. 34 states, 35, I think, at this point in time. All those green states in my favorite color when it comes to NFL, the football team, the Green Bay Packers. That's where we're at. And guess what? We're in 48 states. We cover 48 states with Watt Hub when it comes to our commercial. And so, again, big. And when you see this, and I just talked about the 86 million homes that did not have solar earlier. This is a really good picture of what that looks like, not just in my neighborhood, but in yours. And what that says is there's a huge opportunity for people to go out there and get their bag, right? Your neighbors, guys, I've never seen anything so easy. That's why I love about this company because all you have to do now, you can go to the same people who would not buy your pills, potions, and lotions from you and your network marketing companies and say, you know what, I own my own solar brokerage now, and I need you to take a free cost analysis for me so I can get certified. And when they see how much money they're going to save, what ends up happening is this: they're going to want to get solar. Why? Because the bill that they have is going to be a whole lot higher than the bill that they're going to receive from us. Now, I want to explain this to you because it's not like you have one bill plus another one. You swap bills, right? You go ahead and you get away from and you get rid of the electric company's bill, and you now have the lower locked in bill that's locked in for the however long you're financing or leasing your system. Okay. So customer testimonials here, customer California, $287 a month before solar, $148 a month after. That's a no-brainer. Like one of my business partners and one of the principals of the company likes to say, this is not a presentation, guys. This is an IQ test. Okay. Remember, this is one of those things where if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Right? Customer in Florida, $410 per month before solar, $290 after solar. Okay. And when you look at the energy cost over time, guys, when you look at this chart and you think about where you're at right now, you think about all the people who are looking for career changes, a lot of people who are looking to do something different, do something extra. A lot of those people were here 10 years ago. A lot of those people were here 20 years ago. And I can just tell you, you know, let's just say you go back to the moment you first purchased your first gallon of gas in your new car, right? Your first car, let me say that. And that gallon of gas maybe is $1.50 per gallon, right? Now, somebody in this store before you walked out say, hey, look, we're running a promotion right now. And we're going to give all of our members who want to participate a locked-in, price point per gallon. And right now, yeah, it's at $1.50 per gallon, but we're going to lock in at $2 a gallon at this point. Every time you buy, you just go to the pump and you wave your little scanner by there, and it's going to change it magically. And then what happens is here it is today in Houston, it's $4 a gallon. In California, it's $6 a gallon. But when you go to the pump, you wave that little scanner and it goes from $6 a gallon to $2 a gallon. Guys, that's what it's going to do for us. When you look at what you're looking at right now, basically it's going to increase. You can look at a grid, guys, that's 180 years old. And the maintenance and upkeep on it is going to be expensive. And they're going to pass that cost on to you. They're going to pass it on to you. It's not, why should we pay it when our people can pay it? It's no different than a football stadium trying to get a new stadium, and they're not going to pay for it. They're going to make the tax people pay for it, right? And so they're going to pass all the expenses off to you. So now, as you can see, it's not if it increases, it's not if it grows, guys. It's going to grow. Okay. And just make sure you're smart about it, because I don't want you to be one of those people say, you know what? I'll think about getting solar and one day I may just get it. Well, remember, one day you won't have a choice. One day they're going to force you to get it. And when they force you to get it, you won't be able to get the 30% tax break. You won't be able to get all of these incentives that a lot of these states actually have to help you buy it right now. What you got to do is pay attention to what they are asking you to do. They are asking you to be the social proof to everybody else that they will have to convince down the line. Okay. They're trying to find and incentivize as many people as they can to come in and get it for nothing. Because I can just tell you, if you wait and say, you know what, I'll deal with it at that time, you're going to deal with it. And I can just tell you, it's going to be a lot more expensive, for you to actually get at that point in time. You're going to wish that you actually took advantage of it when you had a chance. So what I want to do here, when you look at this, this slide right here, and I'll end it here. This is a person I have a lot of respect for, because his story is unique and it's amazing. And, he's world renowned for his economical prowess. And so he says energy deregulation will be the largest transfer of wealth in history. And if somebody likes that, he's like E.F. Hutton. He talks, people listen.
Wow, I see you made it to the end. Click the subscribe button if you want more valuable content to increase your economic IQ, level up in life, and get notified every time we go live in the Business Mall and the Foresight Business Academy. Hey, thank you for watching.